Welcome back, guys, to Whiskey Adventure. I'm Matt.
I'm Vincent.
And today we've got a sample review brought to you by I swear I haven't had that much to drink. It's only been 2 pours. We've only done two videos.
Pours, yeah.
I'm not drunk, I promise. I'm not even tipsy. Brought to you by... Wow, I really just can't say that. His name's Brian, and that's probably what's tripping me. By Brian. But Brian, I went to his house. By the time this video releases, it won't be yesterday, but as we're recording, I went to his house for dinner yesterday. He made me some really nice barbecue and mac and cheese and some really good beans too. He's a chef at a local barbecue place.
Yeah, North Park.
It's like 40 minutes away, so it's not actually from here. It's probably like 15 minutes away, so it's not really local to me, but it's like San Diego still technically.
Still within the county.
Yeah. But basically we had some pours as well on top of the food that he made, and this one is one that he brought out for me, and this is a really interesting one. So this is a Bevmo pick of Teeling, and I just forgot that, I just remembered that the picture is on my phone, which we are now recording, so I can't look it up. But it's around 57 point something percent ABV. Yeah. It is PX Brandy finished.
When you have the PX one, it's usually the sherry finish.
Yeah. So it's PX Brandy finished in. Was there a special wood? I'm just gonna look this up real quick on the laptop. We'll put a cut in the video. All right, so I couldn't find the exact proof. It is around like 57%, but it's PX Brandy in a Chestnut cask. So I believe that's like a special type of oak or something.
Different type of wood, yeah.
Yeah. So, again, I don't remember if I said, but this is a Teeling, so cask strength Teeling Irish whiskey, and I just had to review this for you guys because it's just such an interesting pour. And I think Teeling really deserves a lot more love, especially for their picks that they do with like Total Wine and Bevmo. This is specifically a Bevmo pick, but it's just, this tastes like no Irish you've ever had. I can guarantee that.
Okay, yeah.
So let's get into the nose here.
I want to get into it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly like no Irish I've ever had before.
Yeah. This is like the strongest, sweetest butterscotch I've maybe ever had in any whiskey.
That is just wow, on a different level.
I could honestly sit here and just like smell it all night.
Just the nose alone.
I will say there's a little bit of a sulfury note to it as well, like a you know those like a cap gun.
Okay.
That smell of the.
Yeah, it's in there. It's very faint.
Yeah, it's more on the palate. I will tell you that.
Okay. Thank you for spoiling it for me.
Sorry. just think butterscotch, because so the first note I found was that sulfuric note, but once I found that butterscotch, I'm like, oh, this is really damn good. But this, I'm not kidding. This just kind of evolves in your mouth over time. It's crazy, but. Without further ado, well, actually, we should know this a little bit more. we didn't do too much. I'm just, as you guys can tell, I'm really excited for this pour. Yeah. Super sweet, like a really rich honey as well.
I'm getting a lot more dark fruits. I want to say more like a plum on it.
Okay, I can see that.
Maybe some fig.
Yeah, definitely fig.
Yeah. Kind of remind me a little bit of the balconies once I started getting.
Yeah. Well, no. Flavors. So when I first had it, I was like, this is like an Irish Cataleja.
Okay.
Which is crazy. It's just kind of like even the nose just morphs as you're smelling it.
It is, because now that I got that image of the Cataleja in my mind, going, it's now associating more of that nose.
Yeah. But again, Cataleja is like 5 or 6 different types of wine. This is brandy, so. Granted, again, I've never heard of PX Brandy before, so I guess Pedro Jimenez does brandy. I've never heard of it, but
who knows? Who knows what else he's done?
Yeah.
That is nice.
Should we get into the palate?
Let's go for for.
Just the viscosity on that. Now it's evolving. It starts off with that sulfur, and then it evolves into that butterscotch, and then it weans off into that really rich honey, and it's still going.
Yeah, it got that sulfur. That sulfur, exactly what you said, more of a cap gun.
Yeah.
Like on there. Then it evolves to the butterscotch, gets a little more sweeter, and then it kind of goes back to more that smokiness, the cap gun at the end.
Dude, it's
good.
It's still going. Crazy. And I think this is like a $80 bottle, $80-$90.
Not bad.
Compared to Cataleja, which is $120 to $150. I'm not gonna say it's better than Cataleja. I'm not gonna put that out there. Actually, it'd be a really interesting.
Really good, yeah.
Should we compare it? Let's
compare it. Yeah.
Let's just do it. Well, you only get samples every so often, so. Let's see. Are they really comparable? Okay, so the honey is way stronger on the Teeling. There's almost like the Balcones is definitely lighter.
Kind of feels more like along the line of the Balcones bottle that I have.
We did literally just pour this Cataleja too, so might need some time to open up a little bit, you know. I'm gonna go on the palate, just initial palate on the Cataleja real quick, just to see. I'm actually not getting the sulfuric note at all. I'm getting a ton of grapefruit though. Damn. That's the best that's ever tasted. The Teeling is so good, it makes Cataleja even better. That's crazy. I will definitely say that the nose is, and just look at the color on that, by the way.
That one
on the Teeling.
Okay.
Just super dark for an Irish. I really can't say enough good things. I honestly think I need to get a bottle of this. It's that good. It's not as strong going back to it now. It is still going though. As I'm talking, it's kind of weird. Like I'm aerating my mouth, and so more flavor is coming out as I'm talking, which is kind of interesting. Look at the color difference though. I mean, the Teeling is significantly darker. And again, Cataleja is finished in like 5 or 6 different wines. I have no idea what the age is on either of these. I would expect the Teeling to not be too old, but I really have no clue at all. There's no age statement on either of these. So. At least I don't think there's an age statement on. Let's see. Oop. And they're pretty close in proof too. Cataleja is actually a little bit higher proof at 59%. But let's get into the palate on the Cataleja again and see how that compares. So good. But again, it's like, I don't know how, but the sulfur note is so strong on the Teeling that it's gone from the Balcones, and it's just honey and grapefruit now.
Yeah, like I said, honey and grapefruit from the Balcones. I mean, this one, definitely has a sulfur on it, but it does have that butterscotch. And I want to say, I was thinking more of like a fig jam on the Teeling.
Yeah, definitely. There is a little, it was just like the small, like a pin needle in a haystack worth of sulfur on the finish of the Cataleja. It just popped its head up and then
I
disappeared.
didn't get any of that, but then again, it could have just been some residual from Teeling.
Possibility, but again, I mean, I'm saying like the like if I wasn't thinking about it, I would have missed it completely, you know. But I'm gonna go back into Teeling just because I'm honestly just sitting here and enjoying this pour.
It's a good pour to enjoy. I mean, yeah, I can't complain,
Dude. I mean, there's nothing about this pour that says Irish whiskey.
No, nothing at all. It's
We're actually going to be doing another Irish whiskey after this, but I don't think it's anywhere even in the same realm of complexity. Or I mean, it's very good. Don't get me wrong; it's an excellent bottle, and you guys will see that next episode. But this Teeling is genuinely one of the best Irish I've ever had.
it's up there in mine.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Irish fan, but this is definitely ranking high.
And I've had some pretty damn good Irish. You know, I've had Redbreast 27, which is one of, if not my favorite bottle of all time.
I'm going to agree with you on that. I mean, yeah, that's up there, definitely within my top 5.
Yeah. I've got a blue spot. Thanks again to BB. That was a birthday present. So thank you again. Incredible birthday present. Was not expecting it at all, by the way. But I've had all the spots. I haven't had the new 13-year gold spot though. Would really like to try that. But I've had all the spots. I've had most of the redbreasts. I haven't had the PX cherry, which I would really like to try. I'm so sad. It was like $90, $99, somewhere $90 to $100 at Total Wine for a while. And they jacked the price back up to $135. Bastards.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you just gotta let the
Sometimes you just
FOMO
gotta
hit,
say,
you know?
fuck it and buy it.
Sometimes you just give in to the FOMO, you know?
Especially when you see it at a good price, you just gotta say, what the fuck?
Yeah. Let's add some water to this though. Maybe even both of them just to see. I have no idea what it's gonna do to the Teeling. We obviously did the review on the Cataleja already. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll try and put it up here somewhere. That way you guys can check that out. But let's start with the nose on the Teeling, see what water did to it. Not much.
Not much, but for me, I get more of that sulfur forward now.
Do you?
Yes.
To me, it's kind of like blended in with the butterscotch now.
And at first, that nose was really, really good. I mean, I got the butterscotch, I got the dark fruits with it.
The sweetness has definitely died down a bit.
I'm gonna concur, but yeah, but that sulfur smokiness dialed up.
Really?
That could just be my nose.
Yeah. For me,
Your nose and palate will differ.
exactly. For me, the entire nose, instead of being in separate layers, it's now all blended into one.
I can see that.
Like I can't pick a direction of where it is on the nose at all.
Okay, now I'm getting, once I get a little bit more into it, I'm starting to get more of that, the plum and the fig a bit more. It's not as predominant as it was beforehand.
See what happened to the palate.
Yeah.
The sulfur died back a little bit. The honey is still there. I feel like the butterscotch was kind of like a blip. It very quickly morphed from butterscotch into that honey. Definitely the fig is there at the end.
For me, the sulfur's still there.
Okay.
It definitely got more of the honey, and yeah, definitely in the fig on the finish.
Maybe tonight after that first initial pour, and then going to the Cataleja, maybe I'm just not as sensitive to that sulfur note tonight. Totally a possibility, especially since I'm not getting it at
It
all.
could be. And also being that this is the first time for me trying this Teeling.
That's
Just
that's
for me,
true.
it's a little bit more overwhelming until I get more. What's the word?
Accustomed. Yeah. It's just an excellent fucking bottle.
It is good. I mean, once I get my mentally get past that sulfur note, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's unique.
Very unique.
So,
Not only in the realm of Irish whiskey, I would say
in the realm of whiskey in general.
period. And there's no like real. I guess you can maybe attribute the sweetness to brandy, the brandy finish, but other than that, there's nothing there that I'd be like if you gave this to me blind, I would not be like, oh, that's brandy finished. You know,
Yeah, blind would be like, what the fuck am I drinking?
yeah, exactly. Like, what even is this? That would actually be a fun experiment too. Maybe we'll have some one or two people over for an episode, and we can if we can get Brian over here too.
Definitely
Give someone that blind and see if they can even pick it out. That's always fun. I had
give it to Jeremy.
I had the You're Welcome gin from Crowded Barrel, the whiskey tribe guys, and that was a delicious gin. It was a barrel aged gin, and I gave that
barrel rested gin.
Barrel rested gin. But I gave that to all my friends while I still had the bottle. Not a single person could guess that it was gin. Not a single one.
Well, I remember when you did the barrel rested Costco vodka.
I still got that in the fridge.
You poured that for me one night. I was like, "This is damn good. What the hell is
that? It's a fucking good vodka, dude.
Holy shit!"
Yeah. But let's get back on track here.
Yeah.
Let's get into the Cataleja with the water now. Okay, that grapefruit is kind of turned into like a funkiness, I feel like.
I got a lot more grapefruit on the nose. I mean, definitely more. When I say more plum as well.
There's a real sweetness that I've never gotten before.
You know what? I'm beginning to be either honeydew or cantaloupe on the nose.
I could see a cantaloupe for sure, but there's something in there that I've never gotten before. It's like a sweetness. I don't know if it's like a candy.
Could be a confectionery sweetness.
Yeah, it's like it makes me think of like sweet tarts, like a hard shelled candy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That smells great. Let's try it.
Yeah.
It's even better, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's just.
That's ridiculous.
Teeling is good, but the balcony is just a different level.
It's like, well, the weird thing is the Teeling is genuinely making the Cataleja better.
Okay, I'm gonna.
This is genuinely like I was there when they released Cataleja. This is the best it's ever tasted to me. Granted, I haven't had my Cataleja for probably around a month at this point. So maybe it's changed in the bottle a little bit. I have no idea.
Could be, and it could be also our slight prejudice towards balconies too.
I mean, they're both excellent pours. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I could even choose between the two. Honestly.
For me, it's easy. It's the balconies easily. I mean, Teeling is great. I just have to. It's more the mental getting around that sulfur notes on it.
Yeah, it is very much there. Yeah, I'll give it to the Cataleja too. Just because I'm not picking up on the sulfur on the Cataleja today. Some people like that note, like Trenton from SLB. He really loves that sulfur note.
I remember having one at a bar I went to on there. It was called a Johnny Smoking Gun or something like that.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
And that's all it was on there. Like first thing it was, this smells flat out like I was down at a shooting range, but not in a good way. I love being at a shooting range on there. I love that smell of the bullets being fired, but this wasn't really. It didn't jive with me.
Yeah. Man, we're. I don't know if we started right. I don't remember if we started right after we started recording, because sometimes we start recording and then something happens where I need to get some water, blow my nose, something like that. So I don't remember if we did that for this video or if we started immediately. I feel like we started immediately.
We kind of did, yeah, we did.
So we're over 20 minutes already. So if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. These are two really great pours that you can understand why we're just kind of dragging this on. But
it's having fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna finish off the Teeling and then I'm gonna finish off the Cataleja. Just think butterscotch.
Yeah. It's there.
See,
it's very underlying.
If I don't think about the butterscotch, then the sulfur is very strong. But if I think butterscotch, it's just all that butterscotch and honey.
Maybe it's just all mental.
It's mind over matter.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a lot of whiskey in general. Just drinking whiskey in general, or eating, existing. Mind over matter.
Yeah, definitely mind over matter, because when I drank that Cask part of Cataleja, I put my mind goes, okay, when we look for that sulfur smokiness on there, and it kind of appeared.
Yeah. I mean, I would be very happy if someone offered me a pour of either of these.
Same here. I like the Teeling because it's unique. It's the uniqueness of it.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's balanced with it all.
Mm.
But the Cataleja is its own different universe too. Well, Teeling is also a different universe in Irish whiskeys.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like it would be really interesting to see these two in a blind with each other, just to see like when you can't think of, oh, I need to ignore the sulfur note. Can you get past the sulfur note when you're not expecting it? You know, if it's a surprise, then you might have a more visceral reaction to it. You know?
Ryan, if you're watching this, we need you over here for that bottle. So
Yes, definitely. But at this point, we're at 23 minutes now, so we're gonna go ahead and
we're gonna end it. Yeah.
What a great episode, though. Thanks again, Brian, for getting this sample for us.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Really, just a great pour. I'm sure you guys could probably find this. I know that they still have this at our local our local Bevmos, from what I've seen at least.
Yeah.
You know, Irish whiskey isn't exactly a major category in the U.S., so. Obviously, Jameson's huge, but
of course it's just Jameson.
Especially Teeling.
Like, if not Jameson on there, it's Bushmills.
Yeah, but Teeling, they're just so underrated, and they're doing some really great stuff. So I really highly encourage you guys check out Teeling bottles, especially the Cask strength ones. They're honestly some of the best Irish whiskey you can get. But other than that, make sure you guys let us know down in the comments below if you guys have any bottles that you'd like for us to check out. We'll try and get a sample or find the bottle locally so we can bring that review to you guys as soon as possible. Or if you feel like it, leave a comment. And if you want to send us your own sample, we can do a review of that. I'll just try and figure out how to contact you, and we'll get that done. So that would be really fun, you know. But other than that,
catch you guys next time.
Yeah, 24 minutes in. Catch you guys next time.